Hey, mahal everyone. Welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I am your host 40 and we are back with another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, again focusing on the global version of the game. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming Esper trial featuring Pandemona, coming to the global version of the game, and I believe it's Pandemona, although I have heard a few people say it Pandemonium. I'm gonna say Pandemona because that's what I remember, but anyways, we are going to get some trials to be able to upgrade our Esper Pandemona in Opera Omnia. So again, we're gonna be getting the new funnel materials, that's what they are called, to upgrade our Esper Pandemona all the way up to level 20. There's gonna be more rewards to earn, so again, chance for you to earn some more gems, especially for those of you who are free to play that are looking for more content to actually clear and earn some gems. This is going to be a great way to do that. We're going to be finally fighting the Archaeoavis boss. I believe that's how you pronounce it again. It's going to be challenging us in this trial, and this boss is a little interesting, and we're going to find out why when we actually delve deeper into the video. And then finally, the summoning banner is going to be featuring a new 15 CP weapon for Zidane Tribal, which is essentially his World of Illusions 15 CP. So that's what we're going to be talking about next. So in this banner, we're going to be getting the 5-star 15 CP Vert Slasher for Zidane, which raises all the party's max brave and attack for 3 turns when Zidane inflicts a debuff. So it's actually pretty good for a World of Illusions 15 CP. Now, the other 15 CP weapons featured in JP, they had 5-star 15 CP Valiant and also 5-star 15 CP Maverick. This is probably going to be changing because, as we've seen in the global version of the game, they do kind of change it up a bit. And what they also do is they change the banner the second week during this event is live, and the banner is live. So we're gonna have a good chance to be getting Zidane's Vert Slasher, and also we'll probably be seeing either one of these two other repeat 15 CP weapons. Now, should you pull on this banner, my thoughts are, if you are a big fan of Zidane and you want this weapon more for utility, especially because it does have a pretty nice effect when Zidane inflicts a debuff, I'd say yes, go ahead and pull. Start with tickets first, because again, this is a 15 CP. Doing a multi, you're probably going to run risk of getting one of the other weapons, which likely you already have them in your inventory. But other than that, I'd say if you're waiting for Awakening, and you're waiting for EX weapons, which is hopefully right around the corner, I'd say save your gems and pass on this one. But again, if you're a fan of Zidane, I'd say go ahead and pull for this weapon. Now, the boss is going to be the Archaeoavis. So something new that this boss introduces is this boss doesn't give up. It literally fights you 5 different times within the actual stage that you encounter it in, meaning that you fight it 5 times. So just some things to note: it has a chase HP value of 40. When you encounter it for the first time, it's going to be weak to wind, but uses wind attacks, which is kind of interesting. And then you're going to fight it another time in that same stage, this time being weak to fire, resisting ice, imperil, and paralyze, and using ice attacks. And then you're going to fight it a third time, being weak to ice and resisting fire and poison, using fire attacks. And then you're going to fight it a 4th time, being weak to thunder, however, interestingly enough, be resisting thunder imperil and using water attacks. And then for the 5th time, you're going to be fighting it being weak to wind, and then resisting the thunder imperil and using wind attacks. So it's definitely an interesting boss, something somewhat new, where we continuously fight it after every single round. So it's one of those monsters that doesn't like to give up. So that's gonna be the kind of like gimmick or mechanic that this boss is gonna be doing. Now, compared to the recent content that we've had, I don't foresee the EX stage even being nearly as hard compared to, let's say, the Lena EX. So especially because all the characters we have in our roster are gonna have that synergy bonus for a World of Illusions event. So don't foresee this event being too difficult. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool that we're finally getting another new World of Illusions Esper trial. And we're going to be taking a look at just some gameplay from my JP account. That way you guys have a showcase visual of what's to come for the global version of the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at that gameplay. Alrighty guys, so here we are with a gameplay showcase coming from my JP version of Dissidia Opera Omnia for the upcoming Pandemona World of Illusions Esper trial event that Global is going to be getting. Now, you guys know how I like to do these things. I generally like to show off a character that Global does not yet have as well, just for a treat for you guys, to get you guys hyped up. So I'm actually going to be showcasing Zac. Now, what's cool about Zac is we know we're probably going to be getting him in Global about a month away from now, and in JP recently, Zac actually got his level 60 Awakening as well as his EX weapon. So something to get you guys even more hyped up to see Zac in action with what he recently got in JP. So in that way, when he actually does come out in Global, you guys will be pretty excited to get him. But we're going to be taking Zac here, and I'm actually going to try to do this solo, and we are going to be taking the Pandemona summon. So let's go ahead and tackle the Pandemona EX stage here. And Zac himself is actually pretty OP at level 60. So remember, what he's doing right now isn't what we're going to be getting in Global right away, but it's cool to see it now just to get you guys hyped up for it. So that was his Rush Assault, and this is going to be his Ability 1, where he essentially provokes the target, and they focus fire on him. So the cool thing about Zac that he got is, essentially, he's a mix of a high damage single target DPS character, as well as being a tank. So he does both. And here is the Archaeoavis. So again, you see that there's 7 rounds to this fight, meaning that we're going to be encountering this boss 5 different times, because this is the kind of boss he just doesn't want to give up. He does not want to give up. We knock him down, he comes right back up. It's kind of like a boxing match or an MMA match, if you think about it that way. They just keep coming back. Alright, so this is round 1. And again, remember guys, for those of you that are watching this video or that are brand new to the channel, this is essentially just a gameplay visual showcase. So I'm not showing you guys how to beat this. It's just giving you guys a visual for what's to come for the global version of the game. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Zac's EX here. And Zac's EX is super, super powerful, because what it essentially does is it gives him a unique buff called Barrier based on his initial Brave, and also it provokes the target for 4 turns. So essentially, any Brave attack that hits him that was below that initial Brave amount, it's just going to do 0 damage. And the only way that the enemy can actually get rid of the Barrier is either to wait out the 4 turns, or to actually score a Brave break on Zac with enough damage. So he is quite an OP character. So definitely for us global players, when he finally comes out, he is what's called a future investment. So for those of you that love Zac, he gets pretty beastly later on, so definitely worth it. Alright, so we're going to use his EX again. Okay, so here goes the Archaeoavis. So this is round 3 against this beast of a boss. And look at that, Zac's just going to town on this boss. So we got, I think we got 1 or 2 more rounds here. 2 more rounds. So again, 5 rounds total against this boss. He just keeps coming back for more, doesn't want to give up. Alright, we're going to save the EX for the 5th and final round against the Archaeoavis. Alright, here we go. Last round. Right. And one thing I did forget to mention in my discussion video for this upcoming World of Illusions event for Global is that the Archaeoavis, every single round he does increase his level. So just something to note, meaning he's likely going to be dishing out more damage, things like that to keep in mind. So my suggestion is if when you tackle this event, when it goes live on Global, especially for the EX, you want to be aware of what the boss itself is weak to. And I did cover what his weaknesses were for each round or each form. So you kind of want to centralize your team around maybe like having multiple different types of elements. So then that way you're aware of what he has. Or you could just go with a brute force strategy, such as like, let's say, Saz, Sephiroth, and I mean, even Sid, who we're going to be getting soon in Global upon the making this video, would be great against him. So definitely a lot of options in Global to take for this upcoming World of Illusions event. Alright guys, well this is going to be it for the gameplay showcase for the upcoming World of Illusions Pandemona event. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and the showcase of Zac, who we're going to be getting in Global about a month away. Once again, I am 40 the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for the next video, and mahal everyone.